Hello everyone, myself CA Hari Venugopal from Aja Commerce Academy, Hyderabad. In this lecture, we shall be discussing valuation of equity shares. This is covered in chapter 7 security valuation of AFM. So what is the purpose of valuation of any security? See, the basic purpose of an investor who is wishing to invest in any asset is to get return. Right? So let us take the case of equity shares. A person who wish to purchase an equity share, his intent or he will be expecting return in the form of dividend, which is the income, plus capital appreciation. So whenever we go to market to buy a share, the expected value of this share is a concern. Like at what price should I be buying this share so that this capital appreciation will happen, and whatever income I'm getting from this particular asset by purchasing the asset is making sense to me. So the value of this share, or to ascertain the value of this share, we have various methods which must be followed so that I can arrive at what is the true value of this particular share in the market and at what rate it is available in the market, so that I can take a wise investment decision. The basic method, or one of the common method of valuing any asset, is the value of asset is considered as the present value of the future cash flows from the asset. This is one of the common methods of valuing any asset, like the present value of future cash flows. What cash flows will you be getting from this particular asset in future? That you have to discount it and find the present value of all those cash flows. That will be the value of the asset. The same way, or in a similar way, we can also find the value of equity shares. So in case of equity shares, what is the future cash flow? The future cash flow is the dividend. Is it only the dividend what we get from equity shares? It is not just the dividend. We can also assume I will be selling this share in future, maybe after 1 year, maybe after 2 years or 3 years. So the sale value of this share in future, both these will be the income or inflow from this particular share. And when you discount this and find the present value, you can get the intrinsic value of this equity share. And this is the basic funda of this whole chapter, valuation of equity shares. Now let us take an example. I have an equity share of S which is available in the market, and I am expecting a dividend of D1 at the end of 1 year. Also, what I am expecting is the price of this share at end of year 1 will be P1. This is what is being expected. Now, what is the present value of both these cash flows at year 0 will be D1 divided by 1 plus R and P1 divided by 1 plus R, where 1 plus R is the present value factor. Now in this case, this is how we arrive at the value of the share at P0, or time is equal to 0. The value of the share is nothing but 1 divided by R, 1 plus R factor of D1 as well as P1. Now then the next question is, what is R, or the discount rate? This will be the expected return of the shareholder. So what you can see from here is P0 is what the investor has to pay now, and at the end of year 1 he will be getting D1 and P1. You arrived at this formula by using a discount factor R. This is nothing but this is the expected return of the shareholder, or this shareholder, if he invests P0 now, he will make 1 plus R times money if he is investing P0 now. So from this same formula you can also understand key. If you multiply P0 with 1 plus R, it is D1 plus P1, right? So at the rate of R, he is making D1 and P1 money from P0. So that is why this is the expected return of the shareholder, and we use the expected return of shareholder to discount the future cash flow, which is the dividend, and the price of the share at the end of 1 year in computing the value of the share as on date. So there are various models or approaches in share valuation. In that, one is dividend based models, which is the basic thing is discussed here, and the second will be the cash flow based models, of which dividend based model is what we have discussed here, wherein the dividend and future price of the share will be discounted at the expected rate of return of the shareholder to arrive at the present value of the share. Now in this case, a major assumption is being made, that is, this dividend is always expected to be received at the end of the year, right? Suppose if we can never say that dividend will always be received at the end of the year, or we cannot assume that the dividend will be always perfectly timed, but this is an assumption which you are taking in arriving at this particular conclusion. So this is one of the basic assumptions taken in valuing equity shares with dividend based models. Thank you.